Hello, my name is Joseph. Today I want us to talk about addiction. And I want us to address the myths, the beliefs that most people have about addiction. And these beliefs are usually wrong, and they mostly hurt our loved ones, the loved ones that are suffering from addiction. So, let us look at the 5 myths or misconceptions that many people have about addiction. Number 1, addiction is a choice. Most often you find people assuming that people suffering from addiction, those people we call alcoholics or drug users, are people who have chosen to do so. Addiction in itself is not a choice. Addiction is a condition. It is a disease, and it should be addressed as a disease. And that's why it's usually very hard for the person suffering from this condition to recover without the right treatment. Number 2, you only need willpower to stop. That is also not true. There are many people suffering from alcohol addiction, from drug addiction, who have tried to stop by themselves, but most of the times they are not able to stop. Ile swali tunafaa kujiuliza, why are these people not able to stop by themselves? It's because, as I said in point 1, addiction is a disease. We usually say it's a brain disease. It changes some parts of your brain, and like any other disease, like any other illness, it takes some time and it takes professional help to recover. So point 3, there are people who assume that there is a quick fix to addiction. Na hapa unapatanga watu wanauliza, kuna ile dawa naweza dungwa na hii shida iishe. Kuna dawa unadungwa ukikunywa tu pombe hivi unatapika. And the answer is no. Hakuna quick fix to addiction. Addiction, as we said, it is a disease. And recovery takes some time. You need to go through the process of recovery. And there is no standard time for recovery. It could take a shorter time. It could take a longer time. So at the end of the day, if you are suffering from addiction, or if you have a family member suffering from addiction, you have to take the time. You have to understand that for this condition to go away, you have to put a lot of work. You have to be patient and give it time. And you have to walk the journey to recovery with your loved one. So the 4th misconception is that relapses are hopeless. Most people, especially kama mtu ameenda rehab, amekuja, amekaa sober for some time, then inafika mahali anarudia. Watu wengi kwa society, they usually condemn this person. Wanasema, huyo ni hopeless, maisha yake sasa huyo hakuna, haezi saidika, hata apelekwe rehabs ngapi ama afanyiwe nini. Na that is not true. That is actually stigmatizing the person that is suffering from this disease. So you need to understand that for some people, maybe going to rehab once will help, but for others, it may take several times. And the most important thing is not giving up. It's walking this journey with these people and making sure that you have helped them. Making sure that you are there to support them when life becomes hard, when they find themselves going back to the addiction. The last misconception, the 5th misconception, is that people who are suffering from addiction are bad. The society has that tendency of assuming that if someone is an alcoholic, if someone is a drug addict, that these are bad people, these are people who have made wrong choices, and they are to blame for their condition. That is not true. Most of the people you find with addiction started with experimenting, and most of us have experimented at some point. But when they experimented, the addiction took them on the wrong direction, and at the end of the day, you find that they get this disease. So these people, instead of being condemned, they need to be loved, they need to be appreciated, they need to be listened, and they need to be supported, and they need to be empowered. And where possible, they need to be helped to get help. Those are some of the myths and misconceptions about addiction. We will end there today. Thank you very much for listening to me. And if you have any question, comment below. We'll really appreciate, and we'll do our best to reply to you. You can also call us through the number shared on this video. We are ready to walk with you through the journey to recovery. Thank you.